What's up guys, it's Aleks Dayum. So today's video I'm going to bring you a Q&A. So I made a post on Instagram a couple days ago, basically just saying leave a comment below, leaving me a question because I'm going to do a Q&A for YouTube. So this is the video now. So I've got a post on Instagram which I'm going to read a couple questions off, and yeah, let's get into it. Also, if you want to see what I get up to on a daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram, I'll put it here, and also you can add me on Snapchat, I'll put it somewhere here. Yeah, basically just follow me on there and add me. I do stories and I do posts pretty much every day, so you can see what I get up to on a daily basis. Because on YouTube I obviously can't upload daily, not yet, hopefully one day. But yeah, as of right now, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you want to follow me on a more regular basis. So yeah, I am doing this in like one take. I didn't really prepare for this or anything. So here we go. So I'm just going to scroll through the comments. I'm going to just start from the top and go all the way to the bottom. So if your question gets repeated, I'm sorry, but I'll read them all out anyways. So alright, so the first question is from Marlon France. Shout out to you. Great photo. Any advice for people starting out on their fitness journey? It's a good question. Okay, so thanks for saying it's a good photo. I appreciate that. Any advice for people starting out on their fitness journey? Advice for people starting out. Okay, so in terms of starting out on your fitness journey, obviously the most important thing is to start. So we all start as beginners. So the most important thing is you actually have to start going. You know. Don't be paralyzed by analyzing what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. You really just got to start your fitness journey. So you got to start going to the gym. I guess that's the main thing, starting some sort of physical exercise. For most people I'd say that's going to the gym, or like maybe going for a run, or even sport, or even even doing all of those things. And then also you can like look after what you're eating. So you know, cutting out processed foods and junk foods, cutting out soft drinks, drinking a lot of water, stuff like that. Generally improving your health like that. So yeah, I'd say the main thing with starting, as it may sound simple, but it's really important to just really start taking action and doing things, because there's no point in just thinking, oh, am I doing this right, and you haven't even started doing anything. So the biggest thing is to make that change, and yeah, just go for it really. So I hope I covered that question well. So the next one is from Adzamil. Shout out to you, my friend. Any good diet plans to help build muscle? So with building muscle, it's sort of simple, but it's not in a way. So obviously to build muscle, you're going to need to lift weights, and ideally you want to be lifting between 8 to 12 reps. That's the ideal rep range for building muscle. Also for building muscle, you need to consume more calories than what you're burning. So you need to be in a caloric surplus. So you need to make sure you're eating enough food in order to build the muscle. Otherwise, because your body is either in an anabolic state or a catabolic state. It's only going to be in an anabolic state, which is like building, if you're in a caloric surplus. So you need to make sure you're eating food. And also a good diet would be, you need like a high protein diet. So you know, protein is like responsible for like protein synthesis and stuff, and it's got to make sure if you got higher protein, you're going to recover better. And yeah, recovery is actually really important because you want to be able to train the next day and whatsoever. And also, when you're tearing down your muscle from training, when you recover, it recovers bigger and stronger. So yeah, that's also really important. So high protein diet, and obviously you need carbohydrates and fats as well. So Mil Ook, shout out to you. So how often do you work out? How long is usually your session? And also which muscle groups you exercise which days, like my training split. Okay, so how long is usually your session? I'd say 2 hours is about standard. 2 hours is a good session because that means that I've done a decent amount of work. So I've done probably around 7 to 8 exercises, but that also means I haven't been talking around too much, like talking to people and wasting time. It means I've been really going hard. So that's important. So yeah, usually around 2 hours is a good session. Sometimes it'll be less, like 1 hour and a half, and sometimes it'll be more. If like, let's say I'm bored and I want to stay at the gym for long, I'll stay there for like 3 hours. 3.5 is like pushing it, but 3 hours is probably, that's like a long session. That'll be if like I do maybe like chest, abs, cardio, stuff like that. That's when it'll be a longer session. Which muscles do you exercise on which days? So my training split. So on Monday, I train back and biceps. Tuesday is chest and triceps. Wednesday is shoulders and usually some abs. Thursday will be legs and some more abs. And then Friday, biceps and triceps, so just an arm day. Saturday will be chest again, and I'll do some abs for the 3rd time that week. And then usually I do some cardio as well. And then Sunday I do legs, just legs on its own, and then maybe a bit of cardio. So that's my training split. I actually already uploaded my Monday's workout, which is back of biceps. So I've got in the works a series showing my whole training split, so I'll show like what I train on Tuesday, what I train on Wednesday. That'll be coming very soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. So next question, sorry if I butchered this, but C Mario _ Romero, shout out to you. What's up, man? Everything about nutrition, tips, myths and diets. Okay, I want to start off with the myths. So there's a big myth about, oh, you have to get in your protein shake within 30 minutes after your workout, or I don't know, you lose muscle or something like that. It's not true at all. What's most important is that by the end of the day, you've consumed your total amount of protein which is required. So for example, if you need 100, like I eat at the moment I'm eating around 180 grams of protein a day, maybe 190 up to 200. Like I don't have to get in that protein shake right within after 30 minutes of my workout, you know what I mean? As long as I've hit around 180 to 200 grams of protein by the end of the day, that's what's going to be most important. Everything about nutrition. Nutrition, it's pretty easy to sum up, I guess. So if you want to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit, so you need to burn more calories than what you consume, and the opposite goes for if you want to build muscle. Also, with nutrition, you want to make sure you get in your micronutrients, so that's like your vitamins and your minerals. So I reckon like multivitamin tablets are good to take, just because you lack some of that from your diet. And also you need to make sure you eat a lot of greens like asparagus, broccoli, and anything that's green really, like salads and stuff, that's really good for your health. And yeah, so obviously like if you want to build some muscle, you want to make sure it's a higher protein diet, so usually around a pound. So for each pound of body weight you have, you want 1 gram of protein. That's about a rough estimate of how you can go about it in terms of your protein. Tips, make sure you've got a food scale, man. Food scale is really, really important. You need to make sure you know how much you're eating of certain foods. Like it's cool to like clean up your diet, right? Like eat chicken and veggies and rice and broccoli and sweet potato and eggs and fish and all that stuff, right? It's awesome. That's really good. It's healthy for you, right? But if you don't know how much of those foods you're eating, it might not be that beneficial because you might be consuming too many calories. So make sure you got a food scale. Next question. Again, sorry if I don't pronounce this properly. Lena C, I think that's how you say it. So shout out to you. Advice on leaning, shaping and toning arms. Okay, this is a good question. So first things first, if you want to shape a certain muscle group, you got to train that muscle group. So your arms, you got to make sure you're hitting your biceps and triceps. I'd say at least twice a week. If you really feel like you want to, if you really want to target a specific area, try and hit it 3 times a week. I'd say with arms, it might not be as necessary, and the reason I say this is because, for example, when you're training back, you're using your biceps, and when you're training chest, you're using a bit of your triceps anyway. So if you have two days of the week where you just train biceps and triceps, I think that's enough, because then when you're hitting your back and when you're hitting your chest as well, you'll still be hitting those groups as like secondary muscles. And also, so leaning and shaping. The main thing with that is like you want to be hitting higher rep ranges. So I said before, 8 to 12 reps is optimal. You probably want to go towards that 12 rep range, like for all of your exercises and all of your sets, and probably do like 5 to 6 sets for each exercise, and probably like 12 reps, and that'll keep it like really high and intense. And obviously, you also want to drop your rest time. You want to decrease that so your workout is more intense. And then also like leaning, so you need to be on a like dieting, so you need to be in a caloric deficit, so you need to be like watching what you're eating, so you need to burn more calories than what you consume, and that's where like calorie counting and all that comes into play. So Teresa Trends, she's famous, so shout out. How did you first start getting into fitness? How did I first start getting into fitness? So it was me and my friend. We're like in high school, I think about like year 10, year 11, something like that. So about 16 years old. Well, for me personally, I knew what it was. Is like I really wanted big arms, like when I went to school, I wanted my shirt to be tight and stuff. I don't know, it was just like a little thing when I was a teenager. That was the main thing for me. I really wanted like big arms, I guess. So that's how it really started off with me. So we just started going to the gym, and it took like, I quickly fell in love with it. Like I really started enjoying the process of like going 5 days a week to this place and like building a physique, you know. And because I was taking it so seriously, like I was starting to see results because I was so consistent. So that was pretty awesome. So yeah, that's how I started getting into fitness. And then eventually I started you know, learning about nutrition and dieting. I was watching videos like while I was in school, while I was in like tech classes and stuff, all I'd be doing is watching videos about like nutrition and dieting. I used to watch a lot of like Hodge twins, Steve Cook, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started into fitness. I'm just gonna grab some water. I forgot my water. I'll be back in a second. Another tip is water. Make sure you're drinking your water. So like at least I'd say 3 liters a day. You want to try pushing to about 4 to 5 liters a day. That's usually what I try to aim for. That's usually what I hit every day. Okay, so Teresa Trends again, famous. What are your goals for the upcoming month? My goals for the upcoming month. So a big goal of mine for this month is to hit 200 subscribers. That would be awesome. So if you are enjoying this Q&A so far and you like what you see on my channel, hit that subscribe button, help me reach that goal. And hopefully I can help you out by either entertaining you or educating you or whatever the reason is you watch my videos. Yeah, so other goals for this upcoming month? It's a hard question. A month. I guess I really want to, so this is the first time this week that I actually uploaded 2 times a week. So I want to keep that like a consistent thing, uploading 2 times a week at a minimum really. Eventually I want to be uploading more times a week, like maybe 3 or 4. But as of right now, like making sure I'm consistent and hitting two uploads a week every week, that's a big goal of mine. Yeah, hitting 2 uploads a week, that's a big goal of mine. I'm really sorry if you guys can hear these birds, like they're annoying me. But yeah, there's nothing really I can do about it, so I'm sorry. Any other goals for this month? I guess also with my training, so I'm doing like a 7 week training split. I'm doing a 7-day-a-week training split, so I'm training every day. I haven't taken a rest day in like maybe a month now, which I've never really done before. I've always done like a 6-day training split, and I've been doing 7 for like about a month now. So I'd like to keep that going, hopefully for the next month and next couple of months. And also I'm doing like a lean bulk, so really I want to try and make as much progress as I can, try to build as much muscle, but limit how much body fat I put on. So yeah, that would be like my goals for the month. The main thing is 200 subscribers. That would be fucking amazing. So yeah. Teresa Trends again. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? Great question. This is probably my favorite one. Why did I start a YouTube channel? So basically, I've wanted to make YouTube videos for quite a while now, like I'd say about like 3 to 4 years. Before, what I wanted to do was make like gaming videos, because I was like hardcore gamer. So I've always watched people's content, and I always like looked at that and said, wow, like that'd be so cool if I could create my own, for whatever purpose, like whether it be to entertain people or educate people or just make them laugh, something like that. So yeah, I just like the idea of being able to like create my own content and you know, share my experience with other people, and hopefully like the end goal is like when you watch my video, I want you to take something away from it, whether that be like you had like fun watching it or maybe you learned something, just so like it adds value to you somehow, like in whichever way you interpret that. That's sort of my goal with it. Like I want to help people, not just with fitness, but like the things you learn in fitness, you can apply them to other areas of your life. They're like principles about like discipline and consistency, dedication, stuff like that. You can apply that to other areas in your life, and they're really important values to learn. And I feel like I can help convey that to people through fitness, but through other areas in life as well. So yeah, that's basically why I started a YouTube channel. I hope that covers that question well. So yeah, next question is by CB Fist. Shout out to you. So I have a left hand wrist joint injury. What can I do to avoid pressing that joint during fitness? So wrist joint injury. So if it's like, for example, your left wrist, I would drop the weight. So the weight that you're doing, like drop it. Make sure you're doing lighter weight. And if you're doing a certain movement, avoid like a bench press, you know what I mean? Because that's going to hit your wrist a lot. So avoid like bench press. Try like doing arm curls or like flies or train a lot of legs, stuff like that. Try to do anything that avoids hitting that certain wrist joint, and like anything that you do that hurts like while you're training, just stop doing it. Just drop it straight away and move on to another exercise. Try something else out. But also, like, probably the main thing is let it recover. You know, you want to let it heal so you can come back 100%, and then you can train harder and more properly. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is by Nico Knight. Thanks for the question. So, how long did it take you to get where you are fitness wise? So many of us grow tired of the grind, not seeing the results we want. How long did it take me to get where I am fitness wise? Well, I've been training now for 3.5 years. About 3.5 years exactly. So I guess that's a decent amount of time. Like 3.5 years, like consistent, like literally like at least 5 days a week. Like I never took like a 1 week break. Like that never happened. Like even if I was to go away like on a trip like with family or something, I'd still be training there. So I never actually took a break. So I've been training for 3.5 years. So that's about how long it took me to get where I am fitness wise. But then again, where I am fitness wise is like nowhere where I want to be, but like I think that's the whole point. The grind continues, you know. It's like it's like a never ending process really. It's like you're never truly satisfied with where you are at the moment. Like you can look back and compare, and you can be happy, and you can like be proud of that, but like you always want to, there's always like room for improvement, like certain muscle groups, or like in terms of your fitness. Maybe you want like your cardiovascular to go up, maybe you want to be able to run longer. I think that's like the beautiful thing about fitness. It's a never-ending journey, and I don't think there is an end point or an end goal, and that's what I love about it. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it, really. Like there's no end goal. It's just for you and yourself, and making yourself happy, really. So many of us get tired of the time grind. Well, yeah. The grind, really, you should enjoy that. You should enjoy that process, because the grind is what gives you the results, and we all want the results, right? And if you're not seeing the results you want, most likely it's going to be on your end. So it's going to be something that you're not doing. Maybe like, let's say your training split is like, maybe you're only going to the gym 3 times a week. The less work you put in, the less results you can expect. If you were to go gym like 5 or 6 days a week, that would improve. Maybe with your diet, let's say you're not like getting lean as you want, or maybe like for example, I've been in many situations where I'll go and have like multiple binges in a day and just cheat, and it's like, well, that's not going to get me to where I want to be. So those little things like that, you need to you need to get rid of those like bad things and the bad habits, and you want to start incorporating like better habits. I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. This is a long Q&A, so yeah, I hope I'm not rambling too much and you guys are actually entertained somehow. Okay, so I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm really sorry. Jong Mizie. Oh, sorry, I really can't say it, but shout out to you, thank you for the question. What's your daily routine? Well, I wake up at 8 AM every day, no matter what, whether it's like the weekend or weekday. 8 AM is just a good time for me to wake up. I like starting my day nice and early. I'll have like my first meal at like around 9 AM. And then I'll probably like chill out, either like edit videos or record videos. Mainly like my social media stuff comes first. That's like my main priority. So like replying to comments, reading emails, stuff like that. And then it'll probably be around like 12 PM during the day. That's when I'll go get my second meal, or I'll cook something up. I'll pretty much my second meal will be around 12. I'll eat, then I'll maybe like chill out a bit. Yeah, so I'll probably eat at like 12, and then like I'll probably watch some YouTube videos or something, mainly for like inspiration and motivation. And then I cook at around 3 to have my third meal. And then, well, I'll eat at 3, and then I'll pretty much start getting ready for the gym. So I'll start watching like gym motivation videos and stuff to get me in the right mindset. I'll go to the gym around 6 o'clock. I'll spend like 2 to 3 hours there. The main thing with my day is like the gym. That's what I prepare for the most. I want to hit like a mad session always, so I always try to like prepare myself as much and make sure I'm like ready for it, mentally and physically. But this is obviously on a day when like I don't have anything on. If I had something on, I might go shopping, or I might go get a haircut, or I might have to run some errands, or I might have to do some grocery shopping. This is just like a regular day if I like had nothing on. And then after that, I'd pretty much have I'd have like a protein shake after the gym, and then I'll have like my last meal at 10 o'clock. And then I just get ready for bed really, because I sleep around 12 o'clock, 12 at night, and I wake up at 8. So I get like exactly 8 hours of sleep every night. So yeah. Aesthetics, shout out to you, sick cunt. Thoughts on working out one muscle group a day? My thoughts on working out one muscle group a day. I don't think it's optimal. I don't think it's the best way to go about it, because if you're only working out one muscle group a day, then that means some of your muscle groups you're only hitting them maybe once a week. That's not the best way to go about it. I reckon you want to hit every muscle group, no matter what it is, whether it's abs, legs, calves, chest, arms, back, doesn't matter what it is, shoulders. You want to hit them all at least twice a week, man. At least twice a week. Something that really you want to target, like specifically, you want to hit that 3 times a week. So I don't think it's the best way to go about it if you're training one muscle group a day. I reckon pair them up. So like if you're doing chest, do triceps with it. If you're doing like shoulders, you can do calves, or like just something like that. Like pair the muscle groups together. But like when I say train 2 muscle groups, the first muscle group you train, make that the main sort of focus of that session, and then at the end hit the other muscle groups. So for like if I'm doing chest, I'm gonna spend like 80% of my workout, like the time and energy, actually doing chest, and then the rest of it I'll just finish off with some triceps just to make sure I hit it. Andrew Vu, shout out to you, mad cunt. What's your biggest motivation on a day where you don't feel like working out? This is a really good question. So biggest motivation on a day when I don't feel like I'm working out. Well, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, on those days when I don't feel like training, when I do get to the gym, all of that goes away and I feel good. I'm in the zone, you know. So I feel like the hardest thing about it is actually getting up and getting yourself to the gym. So anytime I'm like in bed and I'm chilling and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym, I just try to remind myself, this is just how I feel now because I'm in bed and I'm chilling. Of course I don't feel like doing anything, but once I like get changed, get ready and go to the gym, like I'm full of energy and stuff. And also I don't like, another motivation would be like, I don't want to miss out on the gains that I potentially could make. And also like, let's say like today I don't go to the gym, I feel like that affects me tomorrow. Like it'll like give me an excuse not to go tomorrow either. Like that's sort of how I am. I'll use like bad choices as an excuse to make another bad choice. So I just know that like I just gotta go, I just gotta get it and just get it done. So yeah, that's so Sam Davey official, mad cunt. Shout out to you. I'm actually gonna do a collab with him. So stay tuned for that. What do you think about the concept of the mind-muscle connection that Arnold preached back in the day? Dude, mind-muscle connection is everything. If you're a bodybuilder, it is absolutely everything. If you're a powerlifter, it's different, right? All you're trying to do is move the weight. So you don't really care whether you can feel the mind-muscle connection or not. But if you're a bodybuilder and you're trying to build some muscle or just tone or anything like that, muscle connection is like absolutely everything. Yeah, it's cool to press heavy weight, but like if you're not actually like if you're doing like a bench press, if you're just pushing a bunch of weight and you're not like keeping your elbows tight and your scapula retracted and you're not feeling that contraction and that squeeze and then that stretch at the bottom, you're not doing as well as like let's say you drop the weight. It would be better if what you did was drop the weight to make sure you could feel that mind-muscle connection. And you're going to hit a lot more muscle fibers, you're going to target your chest a lot more, and it's just going to grow more. So yeah, I think mind-muscle connection is absolutely like key for everything in terms of bodybuilding. So Darija D, shout out. What made you take the first step and decide to go to the gym and commit to the aesthetic way of life? So yeah, I sort of covered that already. I just wanted big arms at the beginning. And then like going like on a daily basis, I really got addicted to that, and I like the routine about it. And aesthetics, I think I watched I don't know if you guys know him, but his name's Mike Chang. I watched that dude's video, and it was something about like, yeah, it's cool to be bulky and big, but when you start dieting and losing body fat, you actually start to look good, and that's really important. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. Like, yeah, I look big, because before I used to be big and bulky, and because I didn't diet, I would just eat dirty and ate whatever I wanted. But I was like, yeah, I actually want to look good, and then yeah, I started really enjoying that. So another question by her is, who is your biggest inspiration and what's your motivation? So my biggest inspiration by far is Jeff Side. That guy's just, he's a sick cunt. I don't know, it's just aesthetic. Like, he's probably got the most aesthetic physique I've ever seen, in my personal opinion. I guess aesthetics is all about personal opinions anyways, but to me he's got the best physique. Like, that's what I like. He's not too big, but like he is big at the same time, but also like his lines and his just everything, like he's got good proportions and stuff. And yeah, he's also awesome because like he parties and stuff, so he has a social life, has fun. He's also young, so I sort of like that, and like he's adventurous and stuff. So yeah, that's my inspiration for sure. Anytime like I need to get G'd up for the gym, or just get really motivated when I don't feel like it, I'll just put on his videos and I'll watch him, and yeah, I'm ready to go and smash it. What is my motivation? My motivation is mainly like intrinsic, so it comes from within. Like I love this. Like, I love fitness, and I love everything about it, really. The whole lifestyle. I love going to the gym, and because every time I go to the gym, like, I walk out a better man. I walk out better than who I was yesterday. I walk out feeling better, knowing I'm better physically. I feel like I've accomplished something, and I've done something like productive with my day. I think that's really important, and it also makes me want to do more outside of the gym as well. It makes me like more motivated. Like, I don't feel sluggish. I feel more awake. So yeah, and also my motivation. So yeah, it's basically, it comes from within. I really love this lifestyle. I love everything about it. Even like dieting and tracking my food and my calories and my macros, all of that. I'm very interested in it. It's like my passion. So it's all love, really. Like, I love doing it. So yeah, and also I want to share that with other people. That's why I make these videos for you guys. I want to share my passion with you guys and hopefully help you guys, or you know, just whatever it may be, just help you in some sort of way. So yeah, like with your own fitness journey, or as I said before, like, you can apply these sort of things to your other areas in your life. So really just improving the whole quality of life in general, not just your fitness and your overall health, but everything, like your mental health as well, stuff like that. Okay, so next questions is by WSPV _ shout out. What type of music do you train to? What type of music? So it's always hardstyle. I always listen to hardstyle while I'm training. I literally cannot listen to anything else while I'm training. But mainly I'll be listening to like raw style, so raw. Like Warface, Radical Redemption, Disturb, E4, stuff like that. That's like what I most enjoy. Just gives me a lot of energy, gets me really hyped and pumped. Sometimes I'll listen to a bit of hardcore, and if I'm doing like legs, I might listen to a bit of euphoric hardstyle, just like because yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, sometimes I'll do that. But it's always hardstyle. Are you coming to DEF CON? Fucking oath I am. Ticket has been purchased already, counting down the days. Can you teach me how to kick roll? I'll teach you how to kick roll at DEF CON. And any tips for newcomers on how to build muscle and less body fat percentage? So newcomers, make sure you're in the gym consistently. I'd say 5 days a week is a really good training split for when you first started. That's exactly what I did. 5 days a week, every week. And this is like, it's not like, oh, you take a day off. It's like 5 days a week, you're going every single time. For example, like Monday to Friday, and you can take like Saturday and Sunday off, something like that. I reckon that's a really good way to do it. And less body fat percentage. Start cutting out like processed foods and junk foods. Like, don't go and eat McDonald's or like Subway or something else, or eating out. Start like cooking your own food, stuff like that. And also like cutting out soft drinks. That's a big one. And replacing that with water. Pretty much anytime you drink something, just make sure it's water. Make sure don't drink anything else, really. No soft drinks, no iced teas, nothing like that. Just water. 24 Fit Entrepreneur, shout out to you. Hey bro, what's your weekly workout routine? So I already said that earlier in the video. Next question is by Victor Sam. Shout out, Gym Junkie. How many days are you training, and what's your training splits like at the moment? So 7 days a week, and I said my training split earlier on in the video. Amen Fit 24, shout out to you, my friend. Hey bro, was wondering if you could upload a shoulder workout. Myron bro. Hey, sick cunt. So a shoulder workout, yeah, so I've already done the back workout, the chest workout will be out soon for Tuesday. The shoulder workout, it's already been recorded, so I just need to edit it and upload it. So your request. So yeah, that'll be up pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. 24 Fit Entrepreneur again. Also, bro, what do you have for breakfast? So majority of the time, what I'm gonna have for breakfast is I make a shake. So what I put in it is oats. I put peanut butter, scoop of protein powder. What else do I put? About 150 grams of berries, like blueberries or mixed berries. Also, I'll put some sugar-free maple syrup to make the consistency nicer. Some almond milk, a bit of water to make the texture better. And sometimes I put a bit of stevia, which is like a natural sweetener. And yeah, that's like my go-to thing to have in the morning. It's nice and quick. It's got a good amount of fat, protein, and carbs, so it's good for my macro like totals. So you just shake that up, nice and quick, drink it, and it tastes awesome. So this is going to be the last question. It's Dav _ shout out to you. Thank you for the question. Advice on losing weight, building muscle, and a meal and diet plan. Okay, so losing weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit, so you need to burn more calories than what you consume. So you need to start tracking your calories. I've actually got a video on how to do that. You can check out my channel, and I actually have a video telling you exactly how to track your calories if you want to learn how to do that. And obviously, you want to burn calories, so you want to be doing like regular, consistent exercise. So like going to the gym, going for walks, playing sports, stuff like that. Building muscle, make sure your protein is high, and make sure you're eating a decent amount of food, or like a lot of food really. Alright, so that is the end of the Q&A. I answered everything. I'm sorry that it's really long, but I've been sitting out here for quite a while, but I actually had a really fun time doing this. I'll definitely do one again in the future. Yeah, so what you can do, like, add me on Instagram at Aleks Dayum, and add me on Snapchat, Aleks Dayum as well. I'll leave the links in the description as well. So yeah, the next Q&A, I'll probably do the same thing, or I'll post a photo on Instagram, and I'll get you guys to comment down below on the photo, your questions and all that. So I hope this Q&A helped you learn a little bit more about me, and I'll share my ideas and views and opinions on certain things. You can even ask me questions in the comment section below. If you have anything else you want to ask me, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, I think I covered about everything. I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and always remember to keep the pump.